Adobe Radio. The future of alternative. This is Tess Miles.
And now, here's automotive expert, Nick Miles.
That's me. I'm your garage guru, along with Trish, who's our turn signal temptress, and Marconi, the low mileage, high drama guy. Hey, King.
That's right. Low mileage,
back.
high drama. That's me.
Are you really low mileage, though?
I mean, it depends. I mean, when you think about it, like I don't get into cars a lot, so technically, yes.
All right.
But, yeah, but I mean, there's miles on me personally, sure.
There you go.
Been driven and put away, the horse thing. Yeah. Gross.
Oh.
By the way, Nick, where were you? You were in Montana, as you would say.
Montana. Yes, I was in Montana at a VW event. We got to drive the VW Tiguan. By the way,
is that a cowboy car? Is that why they chose Montana?
I had a hard time working out why we're in Montana. The weather wasn't that great. It was rainy. It was at 41 degrees. It was a bit of snow-ish rain.
Were you herding cattle? Anything like that?
No, we did.
Roping studs?
We did go up to we went up to a little town that had a grocery store in it that had been run by the same family since 1946.
Well, you can't find that anywhere. You got to go to Montana for that.
They still had food on the shelf from the 1940s, so didn't have that many people shopping.
Yeah, anybody here want to eat this shelf full of beans? I'll give you a free car.
Exactly.
So you went to Montana and you came back alive. Was it difficult for you to get it? Because when they first hear you, I don't think anybody English has ever been to Montana. You might be the first.
I had to get my passport just to get in.
There to prove who you are. By the way, I was going to ask you that because you travel everywhere. I don't need to get a city ID or a real ID. I just need a passport, right?
Passport works just the same. The good thing about the real ID is when you fly, like I do, they basically put it in a machine and then it goes, yeah, he's real. Bye. See ya. Whereas
the passport does the same thing. What I'm saying is, who wants to stand in 18 different lines and provide a bill, a copy of your apartment lease, and a fishing license from Montana just to prove who you are, and then have them go, okay, I'm sorry, you need one more thing, and you're like, oh gosh.
Well, nobody needs to prove who they are. I can tell you that for a start.
Right.
But it super depends on what state you're from. I mean, I think the DMVs in Oregon are pretty fast. I mean, I've never waited more than 40, 50 minutes to be seen. But in California...
Good luck with that in Chicago.
Really? What's that? In California, everyone's telling me it's like a day event. You have to go there first thing in the morning.
You have to make a reservation, Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then plan on not coming home for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
To renew my license, I had to renew my license during COVID. And when I went to the Oregon DMV, or when I called them, they told me there was like a 2-month waiting list. And you can only renew your driver's license a month before your birthday. So I was like, well, how does this work? If you give me a 2-month appointment, my license would be expired. She goes, well, that's fine, isn't it? I go, no, I drive for a living. Sorry.
It doesn't really work.
So when I got upstairs and stamped my feet and threatened them with the Queen, who was still alive at the time, they actually gave me an appointment the same day. So it worked out.
Wow.
Yeah, and like in the same situation, I just got my driver's license renewed. They didn't even make me take a test. It's a new state. I didn't have to take a test.
Yes, it's called reciprocity. Some states do that where you don't have to take a test. Oregon, unfortunately, doesn't like any other state in the union, and I don't think they like Oregon much.
I don't think you should have to retake a test. I think you should just be able to here's the proof of where I live, change the dumb date, and give me a driver's license. I'm sick of it. Because when you move around like a radio guy does, you have to take a test every couple of years.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. One of the things that it does help a little bit is states that like each other. But the other thing that helps too is the fact if you get some special stuff on your license, like you get a CDL or you get a motorcycle license, they tend to think that you're a committed driver, and they
well, that's why I donate my organs, because I figure they like, oh, this guy's okay. He's willing to donate whatever's inside him.
How do you think it's going to be for somebody that gets your organs? How are they going to feel?
I don't care. As long as I get my driver's license, who cares what the other person has to deal with? It's their problem. You know what I mean?
I kind of get that.
Yeah. Like what? Am I worried about the next guy that has to travel around with my stomach?
Apparently
lung?
not. Stomach.
No.
So it's probably your lungs or your heart, your kidney, your skin. They use a lot of skin.
Nobody wants my heart.
That's so weird.
Can you imagine being on a waiting list for a lung that comes from me? Oh my God. And then, okay, so.
Well, I think there's a section on the form you can fill out that says everything but Marconi. So
yeah.
Just tick that box.
Well, I also thought, like, well, what happens if I could die before my mom? Which is unlikely. But I was like, well, what if it did happen? Because it happens. Would she have to, like, come to, look at my husk? And they're like, I'm sorry, we've harvested all his organs. We've scooped them all out. What do you want to do with the rest of this?
Well, if you
skin
sign
flap?
that thing, I don't know if they have to get permission. I think that is the permission.
Right.
I
But
think
she has to say who I am, right? Like, that's kind of one of the deals.
No, I mean, only if you have a death by, it's unexpected, I think.
Okay. Well, I'll put Nick as my emergency contact instead.
Yeah. So I have to come to Chicago and identify your body?
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's only right. I mean, you put up with me this long. Why not a little more? One more time. By the way,
what do you have the most fear of somebody doing to your body, after you die?
I don't want to say that out loud.
Well, I want to know because I'm going to do
It's a
it.
family
to you.
show,
If
Nick.
I have to fly to Chicago.
We're in a
to identify
Saturday
you.
radio show
I want
on
to get
a
something out of it.
a very conservative talk radio station.
Yeah, what's in it for me, by the way?
By the way, I was perusing Facebook before this morning, and I saw a post from our own Trish. It says, 4 a.m., rain, True Crime Network. I like early Saturday mornings. And I thought, well, that sounds pretty cool. But I'm like, why is she up at 4 a.m.?
Yeah, Trish. I have to tell you, like, I'll often get up at, let's say, 3 a.m. and I'll be
See,
on
there
the
it is.
East
I told
Coast.
you, Trish.
So
Off
wait.
the air, we were talking about this. He always has to better up somebody. Oh, if you got up
listen.
at 3 a.m., he would say, I get up at 2.
Wait. Let me finish. So I sometimes get up at like 3 a.m. to do work on TV or something on the East Coast, which is midnight on the West Coast. And I'll send a couple of emails quickly to you two, and Trish replies. Like it's midnight and she's still up, and then she gets up at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m.
So are you awake
What do
at
you
4 a.m. and then you go to bed like a couple hours later?
Yeah, Trish, explain
I'm
yourself.
honestly up all the time. I don't
What?
sleep a lot. I maybe
What?
like 2 or 3 hours, and then I'll
Oh,
wake
no.
And it's just like I'm wide awake too. It's not like I have to take a little time and relax. No, I'm like awake. My mind is going. I'm ready to get up and do
gosh.
stuff. So yeah, it was just so nice this morning. Coffee, the rain.
It sounds like
was coming
coffee's the
down.
last thing you need. You're awake all the
Yeah,
time.
exactly.
Wow. And
It
then
is, but I
before she
figure
came
I'm
in, she's
like-
like, I was so sleepy, I had to get a Mountain Dew. And I'm like, wait, you are sleepy.
Trish, make your mind
It's
up.
true.
I'm super confused with these mixed messages.
Yeah. Are you okay? Is everything okay? Like, do you feel like, I don't, you don't have to get personal or anything, but like, is everything fine?
Yeah. I just don't. I've honestly, for probably the past 12 years, I just don't sleep a lot, and I don't need
It's this
it,
job,
but
isn't it? Working in radio.
It's something.
I understand. When I worked in corporate radio, I didn't sleep either. I'll be honest. The first time in my life not being a part of corporate radio, I feel like a human.
Are you troubled, Trish? Is that the problem? I called you Hish. Are you troubled, Hish? Is that the problem?
Yes, tell us. You feel troubled?
Where's the rooster?
Oh, yeah. We were playing this earlier. This is the only thing that puts Trish to sleep, but then the rooster wakes her right back up.
I know, right?
So you get
Honestly,
oh, God! Yeah, she's
that's
it's
just the
very
way
relaxing.
my mind works.
Well, I'm sorry. Your cats wake you up? The people in your house keep making
Yeah,
noise? What's
I
wrong?
need to know more.
It is literally just me waking up on my own. I've done it for so long that for me, I'm just like, oh, it's okay. It's just that time.
Didn't you sleep? Then you go back to sleep for a couple more hours and then you wake back up?
Yeah.
Wow.
Sometimes.
Trish, just tell me you don't fall asleep when you're driving.
No, not at all.
All right, thank you. The boss likes us to do our test miles, so we appease him by doing this.
I
People
thought
throw
this was
their
your
questions-
idea. I would never have agreed to it if it was a boss telling us what to do.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'll do
way.
whatever Nick wants because he's my friend. But a boss who's not paying us? No, thank you.
Well, it is, and maybe we need to stop doing it. But the boss likes it, and then the public throws questions at Marconi on social media, and I answer them sometimes
Ask
poorly.
Tess Miles.
What do you got? What do you got?
Is it true that cold weather kills car batteries faster?
So two kind of car batteries, the 12 volt, which every vehicle has, and then of course electric cars or hybrid cars have a battery, but they're both affected similarly. This is where you need to sort of do high school chemistry and maybe college chemistry to understand it, but car batteries work through a chemical reaction, right? Most people know that. Cold temperatures slow those chemical reactions. Warm temperatures speed them up. So the battery's ability to generate power is really reduced at 0 degrees Fahrenheit, and it can lose up to about 60% of its strength. So anything below freezing, it can really disable a battery. Now, increased power demand usually happens in cold temperatures. So when things get cold, you want heat in your car, you want heated seats, you want windshield wipers, you want the blower on, those, and they use more power. So there's a higher
Blower?
demand in the cold. Yeah, you know, the warmer in the car, the
warmer.
heater. So car engines are
Is that the
harder.
technical term, though, the blower?
I think it's a very common technical term. Like
Oh.
mechanics call it the blower.
Oh, they
So,
do?
Yeah. So, you know, cold engines are harder to start. Oil is thicker when it's colder. We talked about that last week.
Same, me too.
Right? So it requires more energy from the battery to actually crank over the engine, plus accessories like I said, the heater and the defrosters and all that sort of stuff. They require more power. Older batteries are especially vulnerable because their chemistry is kind of old and worn out, just like we are. If a battery is already weak,
Speak for
cold
yourself,
snap-
sir.
I definitely am. If a battery is already weak, a cold snap might take all of the energy out of it, and you might not be able to start it. Slower recharging as well. In winter, alternators are less effective at recharging the battery, so lower temperatures mean the battery doesn't get recharged. So what can you do to help your battery out? Well, you can do a lot of things. Test it before winter. Most shops will test it for free. Keep it fully charged, so don't run the battery down. Use battery warmer. If you have real cold temperatures, and they put these on cars in places that experience freezing and below freezing on maybe a 1 or 2, 3 month period of time, you can actually plug your car into the house and it'll keep the battery warm. And then turn off all the accessories you don't need. So if things are running in the back of the car or things you don't actually need, just turn them off. Don't have the heated seats on unless you really need to be warm, or don't let the second row heated seats go on.
Wait
if
a
no
second.
one's sitting
Hold on
in
a
them.
second. Why would you have heated seats if you're not going to use them in the middle of the winter?
Well, I'm just saying, if the car's warm and you don't really need them, it puts more pressure on the battery. I mean, it's up to you, but it does make things harder. So what will you expect if your battery is not doing so well in cold weather? You get that slow crank. It takes a little time to start the car. Your headlights are dimmer. Your electrical accessories don't always work very well. And you need multiple tries to start the car sometimes. So that's what's happening when your battery is not healthy.
I am the same if I don't get like 15 hours of sleep.
There you go.
You know? Can I microwave my key fob to dry it off?
What? This is painful. Like this is super painful. I mean, the same ways you can microwave yourself to dry yourself off, you know?
Right.
No. The answer is no. Key fobs contain metal circuits and batteries, which will spark in the microwave, could cause a fire, explosion, blow your house up. So that's a hard no. Lithium batteries are a hazard. Most key fobs contain lithium batteries, like they're a little coin size. If you ever had to replace this, there's a little weird place you put the screwdriver usually in the key fob, and you can pop it open or screw it open, and then you put this like circular disc. It's like a watch battery that goes in there. Microwaving a lithium-ion battery is extremely dangerous. It can rupture and explode, and it won't fix it, by the way, even if you have a sort of like quick zap to dry it out. Instead, it's likely to fry the electronics and render the key fob absolutely useless. So Safe ways to dry your key fob. I would suggest removing the battery immediately so it doesn't corrode. Dry it with a soft cloth if you can to soak up any excess moisture and anything around the battery.
Throw it in the dryer?
No, definitely not. Let it air dry for at least 24, 48 hours. You could stick it in a thing of rice too. That's sometimes
Put it in front of the blower in your car?
Right. So that
I just
might
learned
help
that
it,
today.
as long as the blower isn't too hot. And then I would say after drying it, don't put the same battery back in. Get a replacement battery. Those are the things that will make it work better. There you go.
Wow.
Right.
Okay, that was my question, by the way. I'm sorry.
All right.
Why does my car beep when nothing's wrong?
This is interesting because I can imagine it happens sometimes, but I've never experienced this. So I've never happened to me. Sometimes it doesn't beep if there's nothing wrong. It's usually that you've left something inside the car. You've like the key fob battery is low.
Okay.
It could be beeping because of that. The key fob is detected outside the car. Like if you get out with the key fob in your pocket and you shut the door, your car and the car's running, it will often beep at you. Those type
Didn't
of
you
things.
say? Didn't we talk about this? There's a fobless car entry with your phone now. Right?
Yeah, most car companies are going to keyless entry in their car just using your phone. And even if you have your phone in your pocket, it senses you coming, very much like the key fob. And they still.
But then if
give
your
you a
phone
key
dies,
fob.
what then?
Well, a lot of people still carry the key fob. They just the great thing about your phone is a key, right?
So you still have to
it
carry the
does-
dumb fob.
No, you don't.
But now
I mean,
you've
there's
got
a lot-
an app on your phone so they can track you everywhere you go.
No, there's a lot of things. Like first of all, you can lend your car to somebody just by texting them the key fob details. So that
Got
works
it. Well,
really
that's
well.
good.
So
Like
say
that
you're
Zip
at-
car.
you're on-
Remember Zip car? How they
Yeah,
used to be able
same
to...
thing.
Yeah.
Same thing. So, but with this, say you're out of town and your kid wants to borrow the car, you can text them the key and then they can use the car. You can also set parameters, by the way, in these phone as a key things. So,
Oh,
if
sort of
somebody
like
wants
the
kinda
cart,
cool.
the shopping carts at the grocery store.
Yeah, perfect. If your kid tries to go outside a boundary, you'll get a text message.
Oh,
or,
it's just like the wheels
you
would
know.
just stop and you'd like
I know,
get
right?
out.
Locked.
That's
mean,
what I
you-
want.
you
The doors
can't
would
make it
lock. You
dangerous.
just drive them into a ditch and
mean,
wait till Daddy
look.
gets over here.
Your kid, you can find out your kid went to a party in your car and was told to stay home and is now partying with girls somewhere, blah, blah, blah. You can disable that key fob so you have to walk home. I mean,
Ask Miles.
Can you fill your tires with helium to make the car lighter? What?
so this is actually not a stupid question. It's an interesting question because,
I was hoping it was.
helium is lighter than air, right? Helium
Yes.
is lighter than air. But
Yes.
there's things that you have to realize is that you have to compress helium to actually put it in a tire. So the air is compressed in a tire. It saves you, the weight saving is about 1 gram per tire, right? So that's 4 grams total in the car. So that's less than the weight of a paperclip, basically. It's
So
not gonna
there's no
help you.
reason to do it.
It's not going to help you. Yeah, absolutely. We like to do a few news headlines, and we've spent a lot of
you
money
see-
on that.
See, the thing is it says right here, it's time now for automotive news headlines. That's my cue to go.
Oh,
And then the thing takes
Wait,
a while.
we
But you weren't
spent
ready
a lot of
for it.
mon-
I can tell now that you weren't ready for
Right.
it, but I had already
here,
clicked
let's
it.
let me go. Ready? We spent a lot of money on this. It's time for news headlines.
It's loud. You got to wait for it to fade out. I'm gonna
Who
fix
made
that,
this?
by the way? You know, I keep thinking,
Yeah.
I got to fix it. I always forget every week. It's been like that since we've had it. It's been too long.
There you go. The U.S. government imposes a new tariff on imported vehicles. It's causing significant shifts in the automotive sector. General Motors has revised its 2025 profit forecast, anticipating a 4 to 5 billion impact due to these tariffs. In response, foreign automakers like Subaru, Nissan, Mercedes are planning to expand production in the U.S., but it's going to take a while for these tariffs to allow them to do that, potentially boosting their domestic employment. However, this is more of this may lead to causes like increased costs and a lot of trouble, strife for everybody. Tariffs are just, I'm kind of tired of talking about them, but tariffs are leading the auto industry to really be upside down. Nissan said they've lost $4.5 billion already. Because
Well,
of the
you know who's
tariffs.
going to, it's okay. Daddy will pay that back.
Right. Well,
With all the money his family's making every month. $2.9 billion the Trump organization makes now that he's in the White House. They were broke, but Daddy fixed that. He had Elon, fix the election so he could get back into office, so he could be Uncle Scam again. It's great. He'll pay it all. Don't worry.
The one thing I never thought I'd see, but Ferrari has announced the timeline for its all-electric vehicle, making a significant shift in the brand's history. They've always been about V8s.
No.
I'd be interested in it, but I wouldn't be buying one. I don't have Ferrari money, that's for sure. The initial
Why not?
unveiling.
No, they should give you one. Here, you take the first one, and
Okay.
why don't you drive it through water and see if it floats? And then, do all these weird tests with it.
The initial unveiling of the vehicle's drivetrain referred to as the technological heart is set for October 9th this
The what?
year.
The technology? Yeah.
Technological heart. It's set for October 9th this year. A full world premiere is expected by spring next year, with deliveries commencing in October 2026. So we're at least a year and a half away from this. The movie is, this move is part of Ferrari's broader strategy.
Ferrari
Well,
electronic vehicle, the movie.
There is a
They
Ferrari.
really have run out of
Ferrari.
ideas.
It's a broader strategy to introduce 6 new models this year, introducing the Ferrari Elettrica. I think I've seen this thing, by the way, driving.
Of course
So
you have.
I was at
you,
Ferrari's headquarters in Italy, and I saw a car going around the track that sounded really weird, and I'm going to guess it was the electric Ferrari.
Well, why wouldn't they tell you what it was?
It's all in camouflage, and you're not allowed to know anything.
But
We
but
cannot
you
talk
would sign
about
an-
future
what are
product.
those things called? Embargo? You have to sign one of those.
Yeah, and then
And then
come on
they,
the show and talk about it.
And then, and then when they agree to give you one, then you'll say, well, here's what you do. You give me one of these, and I won't tell the world.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me do all your bargaining for you, all right?
I hope I won't be out of business by the way.
Let me teach you the art of the deal.
Vermont Governor Phil Scott has paused the state's adoption of California's strict electric vehicle sales mandate. The decision is based on concerns over inadequate charging infrastructure and undeveloped technology for heavy-duty EVs. The pause reflects broader challenges. The pause reflects broader challenges in implementing aggressive EV policies across various states. I think you're going to see this happen almost in every state. They're going to back down from the electric vehicle, which I believe that you should be able to buy what you want to buy. And you shouldn't be told by the government what to do.
Yeah, you shouldn't be forced into it, especially when we've been going this long with fossil fuel. I mean, a hybrid is, we've said it before, it's the way to go. They don't have the infrastructure, and it's the same thing over and over. But we keep saying the infrastructure isn't there for EVs, for everyone. But nothing is ever being done about that. So we're not any closer than we were when we started saying this 12 years ago, probably.
The technology is getting better, but it's not getting better as fast as everybody thinks it's getting better. You can't.
But the
just decide it's
technology,
gonna
I'm
happen.
talking about like the grid system. Because we're going to have to power cars on a grid system that shares electricity with homes.
Yeah,
and
but
everything else.
There's technology that is around the corner that they have in small scale systems. That things like solid state batteries that will perform immensely better charging networks, sodium ion batteries. There's a lot of things that they're working on to make charging easier, better, simpler.
But they're
and more
still
progressive.
suckling on the same teat that all of us are on as far as electricity, though.
And they didn't wash it between suckling.
Well, that's right.
Chinese
It's so
auto-
disgusting. It's really
Chinese
not good.
automaker BYD is expanding its God's Eye intelligent driving system across its vehicle lineup. The system categorizes level 2+, which we already
It's a
have
what?
in the United
God's
States.
eye? What is that?
God's Eye. That's what they call it, God's Eye.
I don't like that. It's creepy.
No, me neither. Yeah, it is creepy. It's a level 2 plus automated system. It is now standard on 21 of their 30 model vehicles, including
What's BYD?
But
BYD is a big Chinese company. It's like the Chevrolet of China, basically.
Okay, so we're just supposed to know that if we're just like a regular common Joe? BYD?
I think they've been in the news a lot because they're trying to come to the United States. But, it probably won't happen, at least not under this administration.
Yeah.
Their entry-level vehicle, which is called the BYD Seagull. I'm not sure I'd like to drive a Seagull, but the Seagull even has
It
level
steals
2.
your fries when you're having a beach picnic.
And it squawks and pecks at you, and you should
Yeah.
see the mess.
Whatever
it
you do,
leaves is
don't
just-
feed the car. It'll never stop trying to get your food.
like the
Where'd my
expansion
sandwich
ain't-
go? I think my car ate it.
The sandwich, the expansion is amidst its. What am I talking about? Sandwiches.
Are
for?
you okay? Are you having a stroke right
He's
now?
hungry.
I
Be
feel
honest.
like it. I'm talking about sandwiches. It's an
hungry.
expansion of
He needs
the
a snack.
Let's
driver
pause just
assistance program.
Just a second. Just Nick,
I need a
somebody rub
chicken.
your
Give me a
shoulders.
chicken.
you'll be fine. Just let the rooster do its thing. There you go. All right. Sorry. Back to what you were talking about, seagulls?
Did I mention chickens?
No, rooster.
I
So
should-
essentially,
roosters.
they have a line of cars that we're never going to see.
I wouldn't say never. Never say never. Never say never. But they have a line of cars that drive on water and a bunch of stuff like that. I mean, I think that's kind of cool, don't you?
What car? Don't we have boats? I mean, come on.
You don't have a boat you can drive on the land and the water.
Boats are a nightmare. Does that mean the car is going to be a nightmare that you drive on the water? Because then you have to clean that so it doesn't get algae on the bottom. And then there's all kinds of, feces in the water that gets in your car. It's disgusting. I don't even like when people wear their shoes in my car, because they've got rat feces on the bottom of their sneaker. It's so gross. It's like, I can't imagine the trouble you'd have. Like, you take it down to the docks like in the Willamette, and you can roll that car right into the
man.
water.
I don't know.
You've got
nasty.
you're eating fast food in there. You've got your wrappers and all that stuff. You're taking that onto the river. It's gross.
Nope.
I think we need to separate the church and state when it comes to a vehicle. It doesn't need to be all terrain. The only reason you would need it to be all terrain is if it flooded, and then you could float.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't be used as a boat. That's all I'm saying. I'm against that. What happened? Are you okay? Did you just pass out during the show?
I should have done the nasty things on the bottom of your shoes.
Well, we got to
Exactly.
recharge your battery.
There's more than my battery needs recharging. Hey, do you guys mind if I take a minute? I want to take a minute and talk about something I'm doing. I have this charity that I work with called Animal Rescue Rigs, and we found out about this secret organization on the East Coast, Midwest, East Coast that auctions puppies to testing facilities. And so I've managed to raise...
That's not illegal?
No, it's not, unfortunately. I managed
How is
to
that
raise,
possible?
Yeah.
It's the whole thing is really messed up, but it's a reality. It happens. So I managed to raise about $6,000 to go buy as many of these puppies as possible, and they usually sell between just somewhere between $200 and $400. They've gone as many as $7,000, but 8 of these females that are going into this auction are pregnant. So, the testing facilities like to buy them because they just sort of pay for one dog and they get 10 or whatever for the same price. But ultimately, I'm going to go in and buy, I think, 13 of these dogs today. And then we've got VW, Ram, and Kia donating vehicles to me to be driven across the country with these dogs. And we're bringing them to Oregon and Washington. And in fact, Lee Asher at Asher House is going to take 8 or 9 of these dogs, and then 4 are going to go to Seattle. So they have homes.
I got to get you connected with my friend Fred from the
Okay.
Fred Show here in Chicago. He has a pilot's license, and he goes to these different places and picks up puppies and flies them around. I know it's not land. You like to support land vehicles, but he can load up a ton of puppies in there and fly them to wherever you need. Maybe he'd do that. I don't know what his deal is, but
absolutely anybody that can help me get these dogs. So I now just got to pay for food and lodging, shelter for these dogs, and gas to get them across the country. So if anybody can donate, they can go to animalrescuerigs.com and hit the donate button. And you can read about Operation Frodo. We do this usually in December to save all the dogs that are dumped in the fields after hunting season. But we're doing it now because we found out about this auction. And so thanks to Lee Asher and the Asher House.
I mean, really.
Right. Yeah.
It's maddening that think that these people are allowed to live when they do these things to animals. And I can tell you, if you believe, like, if you're a Christian or somebody that believes about Judgment Day, it's not going to go well for you. If you've done,
I have to tell you though, this really brings out the good in people. Like the amount of emails I've got from listeners and from people that see me on TV and that support the charity. And the fact is that if you've never watched any of the Asher House videos, Lee Asher is probably one of the most amazing individuals. And he's in Salem. And he has this 240-acre farm. And he basically takes the dogs that nobody else wants. Blind dogs, three-legged dogs, the last dog at the shelter, the oldest dog at the shelter. And he gives them forever homes there. And he has in Albany, there's an adoption center. I mean, the Asher House is just like, they're this godsend that is really making a difference to all these dogs.
Well, you should have this guy on your show.
Sweet.
Yeah, I know. It's definitely one of the requests. Maybe we'll do an hour with Lee. I mean, he's the real hero here. He's using his personal money to do this. And so it's quite amazing. And
why can't we just
really
win
excited.
the lottery and do things like this all the time?
That's exactly what I do. If I won the lottery, I'd do this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd totally do this. So
sweet.
I mean, after I bought like the top floor of my building here in Chicago,
right.
then got a parking lot behind there and built a swimming pool and then a rooftop bar. Then I would donate the rest of my life to various causes, including puppies.
I have a dream one day to own like a warehouse, a 2-story warehouse, and live in the upper story and have a TV and doggy daycare studio downstairs, and then on the roof have a garden where the dog like fenced
dogs
in so they
can
can run around
poop
on
and
the
pee.
roof. Yeah, on the roof, and they would trickle down.
And they can
economics.
dig.
Yeah, exactly.
Dig right through the roof. Yeah. Do you want to do questions now, Nick?
I do. Let's ask Tess Miles.
Ask Tess Miles.
All right. Why does my steering wheel shake when I hit 60? Maybe when you hit 60, everything shakes. I don't know.
Yeah,
he's talking about like the miles per hour. Right. Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking it was that somebody's age or something like that. This is so it's usually a wheel imbalance that does this. So if your wheels are unevenly or slightly out of balance and they're uneven,
Nick has this problem personally.
The car may drive fine at slow speeds, but start to shake a little bit when you get to 50 to 70 miles an hour. You can really feel this mostly in the steering wheel. The fix is really get your wheels balanced. It could also be a tire issue, uneven wear on your tires, flat spots. One of the tires is deflated. Tires can be let's say they don't have to be round. They can be egg-shaped. So the faster you go, the more shaky you get. The fix is basically get your tires inspected. It's the same thing that you would do from, if you had unbalanced tires. So you just take it to a tire shop and say, do I need a tire replacing? Are my tires unbalanced? And
then they'll go, yes, you need all new tires. And guess what else? Your engine sucks. You're going to have to buy a new one.
They wouldn't do my engine at a tire shop, but it could be worn suspension, worn steering parts, brake rotors. That could be them. Alignment problems. Those are the other things it could be. But a tire shop should be able to set you right.
Okay, here's another question, Nick. Can I vacuum my engine, or is that just dumb?
Well, it depends what you mean by vacuum, right? I mean, if it's an industrial vacuum in your engine, I mean that's different from using your house vacuum in it. So it would remove loose dirt and leaves, dust, and debris from the engine bay without risking damage. It could reduce fires, I guess, if you get some of that stuff out of the engine, the dry leaves or oil-soaked debris. It could help. Really show you where the leaks are and the wears and those are things.
I like vacuuming too. I sometimes vacuum my little vacuum with my big vacuum. I
would
just
say
to get
not
the dust out of there and the debris.
Yeah.
don't use your house vacuum if you're going to do that. Use like a vacuum in a cleaning place, or
What if
also,
like you live on a farm and like your cats get under the engine to get warm at night and then they crawl out, but then there's cat hair everywhere. You want like one of those pet hair vacuums, right?
Yeah, you want to use a shop vac for that.
Right.
You do it when the engine is cool too. If it's hot under there, it's not going to be very cool. And avoid tugging on wires and hoses if you do it. And just don't let your vacuum suck up used nuts and small parts. That would be bad.
Don't do that.
Yeah, and also water spray. Vacuums.
That's what children are for.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even know what that means. You just said used nuts. I was like, what is that? Like old. Like
loose nuts.
Old French fries in the corner of the mobile.
Don't let it suck up loose nuts.
I used to survive on old French fries when I was a kid. Hey, it's another story for another time. What happens if I never rotate my tires? I can tell you nothing. But Nick might have a different story.
So what happens is your tires would eventually become worn or out, unbalanced and those type of things.
And then your steering wheel will start shaking?
The tires wear differently. Most people don't think that, tires wear differently. Front tires usually wear faster on the edges, especially in the front wheels. Rear tires are more even. If you don't rotate your tires, some tires wear out much sooner. So you're basically going to need to replace a couple of the tires, and you need to replace, one at a time. So you can't really do that. That doesn't work. You should replace all tires together, and rotating them just makes them last longer. So you'll need to replace some tires sooner than others, and properly rotated, your tires can last 25% longer. So
Ask Test Miles.
Is it bad to idle for 20 minutes in the driveway? Yes. You idiot.
Yeah. You shouldn't need to idle a car. You shouldn't
20 minutes?
20 minutes is a long time. You shouldn't need to idle a car.
I don't go anywhere further than 20 minutes as a rule, generally.
Really?
Yeah.
You shouldn't.
If I have to go further than 20 minutes, I'm on a train or I'm on a plane.
Really? Okay. So it wastes fuel.
You've never taken a train before to go somewhere?
Well, no. I mean, that's your personal life. But 20 minutes, I mean, I'll drive for sometimes hours a day. But a modern car, so you should know, a modern car burns, I think, about 1/5 to a half a gallon of fuel per hour on idle. That's a huge waste. So you could be wasting a lot of fuel. It's not horrible, but it's complete waste. It also builds up carbon residual. If your engine is just idling, it'll build up more carbon in the engine. Long idles, especially in cold weather, can cause that carbon buildup.
And then if it's close to your house, if it's in your driveway, it gets inside your house too.
Mm-hmm. Well, it actually, what it does is it fouls up your spark plugs and clogs the EGR system in the car.
Think what that does to your sleeping child in the window right next to the driveway.
It's bad for the environment. That's definitely it. So air pollution for that sleeping child. And some areas even sort of, like Michigan, I think, is not allowed idling laws. It's against the law in Michigan. So you just have to check local laws. Anyway, there you go. There's a podcast available, and we'll be back soon. Thanks for listening. Take care of yourself.
Follow Test Miles on all social media platforms, wherever you're connected.
At Test Miles.
Take care of yourself. Thank you for listening.
Sultry voice.
It's so nice that you listened today. Thank you.
Thank you, darling. See you next time.
Give it up for Adobe, everybody.